Spanning thousands of years of natural and human history, and now returning to its place as a symbol of environmental balance and community development. Welcome to the Vento Nature Sanctuary. For a preview of our sanctuary tour, please join us at the Sandcastle area, or as it is known in Dakota, Mniziska, meaning White Rock, where John Anfinson, historian with the Mississippi National River and Recreation Area, explains the intriguing geological history of the Vento Nature Sanctuary.
Geology, no pun intended, underlies the whole history of this place, from the geologic formation through the railroads running up this valley. And what you have to look at here is the almost 500 million years of geology in the Vento Nature Sanctuary. Behind me rises what we call the Sandcastles area. And the part you're looking at is the sandstone part of it. It's the deepest layer, possibly up to 130 feet deep. And it's some of the purest sandstone in the entire world. You can take it up and it just falls out of your hand. It's almost 100% pure silica. So above this layer of sandstone is a layer of shale, and then above that is a 25-foot or so layer of limestone. The sandstone layer formed between 455 and 458 million years ago, when this was a beach to a huge Ordovician period sea. And the beach was constantly churned over and over again by the massive waves that would have come in on this beach. And so it just pulverized the sand into this powdery sand that we have today. But then we have almost 500 million years of that sand being compacted into the sandstone we have here today. But it's still so fragile that you can just scratch it almost off with your fingernails. As that sea started going further and further out, we get the layer of shale, which is about 454 to 455 million years old. And it's more mud mixed with the sand. And then the last layer is the limestone, and by that time the Ordovician Sea has covered this entire area. And we get about 1 million years of sea creatures, brachiopods and cephalopods and gastropods, their shells forming layer after layer here, and then being again compressed by hundreds of millions of years to form the limestone. Above the limestone is a very thin layer of glacial deposits from the last glaciation. And that's only about 12,000 years old. So there's about 450 million odd years missing from the geology above us. And it was all scraped off by other glaciers, by wind, by water. And I like to tell people, if you're standing down here, you're about 500 million years below the people on the bluff standing above. The geology here is very fragile, however. We've lost the limestone and shale caps, so this very, very fragile sandstone is exposed to the elements. And as you can see, it's deteriorating very fast, flowing down the bluff, flowing into this fine granular sand that we can pick up and sift through our hands. So it's really important that people not climb up into the Sandcastles area, because the more people who climb up there, the more damage is done and the quicker it will all go away.
Please stay tuned for the complete tour of the Vento Nature Sanctuary, coming in 2011. This project has been made possible by the Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund through the vote of Minnesotans on November 4th, 2008, and administered by the Minnesota Historical Society. This tour is being produced by the Lower Phelan Creek Project and East End Productions.